Palazzo Hotel?
We're live. Okay. I just hope that the rain stays away.
What is the latest
The
update?
latest update is 2:45 p.m. IST, which is about 4 minutes away. We are going to have the toss. 3 p.m. is the start of the match, but it is going to be a 45 overs per side game.
That's not bad. 45 overs in a 50 over game. It's not a bad option.
Absolutely. So that is the latest update we have had from Lucknow, that 2:45 is the toss, 3 p.m. is the start of the match. But we can only pray that the weather stays away, because the weather forecast for the rest of the day in Lucknow is very bad. From 4 p.m. onwards,
Oh,
there is heavy
so
rain
you are
predicted.
saying toss will happen at 45, match will start at 3 p.m, 45 over game, but at 4 p.m. it will again start raining.
4 p.m.
and
onwards,
keep
rain is
raining and
predicted.
keep
What time
raining.
will the match be called off?
For a 20 over game, by my estimate, by about 6:37.
Mike, please turn it on.
Mic is on.
It might, for a 20 over game, I think you need time till 7 or 8 o'clock.
So are you trying to say that this match is not going to happen? As in, they'll not be able to complete this match?
It's very difficult because
Breaking news.
yesterday the optional practice session was called off, and throughout the evening and the night time it poured in Lucknow. And today, even in the morning and in the afternoon time, we had some bouts of heavy rain. But from 4 p.m. onwards, the weather forecast is actually not good. From 4
I
p.m.
believe some of
onwards.
the political heavyweights have also come for the match.
The chief minister, I heard, has come
Yep.
to the match.
The first time ever they are playing the ODI at this new stadium. They have already played a T20I before.
No, that's fine, but the stadium is
First
not
time
old.
test will happen, then first time IPL match.
Actually,
will
a
happen.
test has happened there, although India didn't feature in it.
Which?
Afghanistan versus West Indies.
Oh, that's fine.
No, we're talking about India.
Yes.
No
But then-
match is officially a match.
It's an important match that the chief minister has also come. That means India, South Africa. Because you guys are saying India has backup. What is the interest? This and that. But chief minister has come, which means it's a very important match. And after all, it's an Indian cricket team that is playing.
Yeah.
So big event.
It is.
But no matter who comes, nobody has control over
We don't have 5G here.
rain. No, forget
But,
5G. We have regular G only.
But I think there is another update at 3 p.m. extra, which means the rain is probably back.
Toss is again delayed, by the way. So that's the latest update, that now the toss that was earlier scheduled to happen at 2:45 is now going to take place at 3 p.m. by
Because again,
another spell.
another spell of rain. Stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. That is how it's going to happen.
Babuma.
And
So now,
as I said, you have to hope that the weather ensures that you at least have a sustained period of play, because the ground staff, luckily for them, what happened from 1:45 onwards till about 2:20, there was no rain, so the super stoppers could do their work all over the outfield. There were pools of water there, which ensured. I think the drainage system at the Ekana Stadium is
if
pretty
this
good.
match is called off, like, I know for the fans, for the people who've turned up in large numbers
Yes.
at the stadium, and for a lot of other people also who would be watching from their homes, will it actually affect if you leave them aside? Does it really matter?
Well, for people who bought the tickets and who want to see a match, it will impact them. It will.
No, I'm saying, I understand, people have bought tickets, but relevance, as in, I can understand.
Yeah, as I've said,
Deepak Chahar, Mohammad Siraj, the likes of even Ravi Bishnoi to an extent, and Shreyas Iyer, for them,
there is a significant.
for those who are actually playing, even for South Africa, South Africa, they're playing a full strength team here.
Yeah.
There has to be a reason why they selected a full strength team for an ODI series just before the World Cup. So obviously they want to.
Two reasons. One, World Cup qualification for 2023 is at stake, because now from this point they are not going to play an ODI series for the next 4 months. That is the schedule, because after this South Africa will play 5 tests, 2 against the West Indies and 3 against Australia. In January, February they'll be totally occupied with the SA20. All the players there. So
January and
February. So if they do not qualify, and they are a significant, they are way behind most of the other teams when it comes to the qualifying part. If they win this, then at least they'll be in contention to ensure they don't have to go for the qualifiers, which will be held in June, July in Zimbabwe. So imagine South Africa have qualified for all the World Cups without having to go through the qualifiers from 1992. This team, if it goes through, it might be humiliating for them.
Shiv Amla, what a player.
Yes. So for South Africa, plenty at stake, and there is no ODI T20I schedule for them before the T20 World Cup. They are also playing only 2 warm-ups. One against New Zealand and I think one against Bangladesh. I think they are playing a warm-up too. So schedule for them, this ODI series is very relevant. For India, people who want to stake a claim, not just now, but for the 2023 ODI World Cup, this it starts now.
Yeah.
That is the relevance I see for. Maybe if Rahul Tripathi makes his debut today, if he does, he would want to stake a claim for the 2023 ODI World Cup. Shubman will be one of the backups in the 2023 ODI World Cup because Rohit and Shikhar will open.
Never know.
Oh yeah, that also. If Shikhar has a dip, continuous dip, then maybe
Very
Shubman and
unfair to
Rohit.
Shikhar. Why is Shikhar always on trial?
No, he's never been on trial.
No, he has been. When he doesn't get runs in few matches, he's the first one people say, oh, he
for
should.
me, I think Shikhar,
Everyone else gets a long rope, but Shikhar will be the first one that we have to draw.
I honestly feel if Rohit, Virat can still play, so can
Yes,
Shikhar Dhawan in
exactly.
T20s. But maybe, once he was dropped, or he should have himself made some effort to get back into the team. Now maybe he's content with playing the ODIs.
Yeah,
Now
but
if
I'm
you-
saying in ODI, his record is pretty good.
Yeah.
Then how is it that his spot gets questioned?
Every single
Nobody
time.
else's. He has to prove himself every time.
And he's the man for ICC events. Be it 2013, be it
Yeah.
15, 17. Dhawan has always impressed
Even
in ICC.
19 when he went out.
That one century
got
hit against
played
Australia. Yep. But his tournament got curtailed because of a broken finger that he sustained.
Okay, message from one of our regular watchers,
Doctor?
Mr. Chandresh Narayanan. He is saying, please tell the Sports Today family to pray for me. I'm down with dengue.
Oh man. Well,
So please
Chandresh,
send all good
yeah.
wishes to
Yes.
Mr. Narayanan.
Get well soon, Chandresh.
He's a regular watcher, always keeps sending us messages.
Yep.
So,
Oh man.
dengue.
It is actually dengue season.
It is.
What was he doing?
Keeps hanging around here and there. Then,
Oh, he is, by the way, doing commentary for that Women's Asia Cup. So must have gotten in touch with a few people.
if it's a 20 over match, obviously South Africa, they're playing a full-fledged team. India is
Yes.
playing a backup team in that sense.
Yep.
Though it will be, if it is a 20 over match, actually that I'd be very excited about.
Again, the toss will determine.
No, because you keep saying you want to see the bench strength, you want to see the bench strength, take the young team will do, it'll be good.
If the
Yeah.
if this young team gets a T20 exposure right away in
Yeah.
an ODI setup. So, but I think for that you'll have to wait till 6:37 for a T20 game. Because already you've started to reduce overs. Any further delay, remember, after every 4 minutes, 1 over reduces.
Yeah.
That is the playing condition rules. So, already now, after 3, if you start again, then the overs will continue to reduce. So, for that, the rain has to stop. And I don't know why the 3-4 updates happened in the space of 7-8 minutes before the 245.
The CM of UP is there. I'm sure they also want
Yeah.
to put up a show.
Yes.
The organizers, they would also want.
Anyway, the Dussehra
Do
celebration.
the best.
Rain has stopped for the 9th time.
9th time.
For the 9th time.
But I'm amazed somebody is keeping a track also. It started now, stopped, started now, stopped,
Stopped.
started now.
Will you
stopped.
do
So
that?
9th time it has happened.
But
Amazing. Yeah, I guess if
That's
you're
the
a
only
reporter
thing.
covering the game
That's
and you have
the
to write a
only
match report, what are you going to do right now?
Yes.
You're counting the
9
number of-
rain delays and more expected in the coming hours.
So basically, Siddharth has already announced here that it is unlikely that we will have a game today. Even if we start on time, or on time as in if you have a few couple of overs, maybe 10-15, thereafter it is going to rain and there will be no, this match will be abandoned or called off later.
Yeah.
That's Siddharth.
It will be a miracle if they can finish this game, yes. Because the weather forecast has so far been spot on.
Last time I heard about miracle, it didn't happen. That was for Jasprit Bumrah's back.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Jasprit Bumrah has just sent an answer to his critics. Did you see his Insta
What did he say?
story? Everyone who has been trolling him or YouTubers who have been saying things, he has said, and I quote, this is an Insta story. Jasprit Bumrah, you will never reach your destination if you stop and throw stones at every dog that barks.
Wow.
Very profound by Jasprit Bumrah. So he has passed on his message to everyone.
What is, are people criticizing him?
Yeah, a lot of people were trolling that
No, I know
that IPL he'll be fit, this, that, all of that they were saying, na? So he's not taken to it very kindly.
No, I know it that some people who are actually trolling and criticizing, they got what they deserve. In fact, they almost had some similar injury to what Bumrah had. They were also playing cricket and then twisted their back, or I don't know what happened. And
Who had a similar injury?
there were a few people, and then a minor, reportedly minor slip disc.
So see, what does that
People
tell
are
you?
criticizing Jasprit Bumrah. That I'm amazed actually. Somebody who's injured and people are criticizing him.
Now they are criticizing that. How come there were people criticizing? Maybe they'll find videos on Sports Today also. People saying that IPL be fit.
Yeah. By the way, we should have sent somebody from our Bombay team to that restaurant that Virat is coming up with. I think.
Virat is opening a restaurant.
Yeah, because remember
In Kishore Kumar's rented
Oh, yeah,
bungalow.
yeah.
there. So I think he missed that T20 because of that.
Oh.
Because he had a shoot or something there. So I that would you call him? No, he's not a Manish Paul. He's not a stand-up comedian. No,
He's an anchor.
He's an anchor. Yeah. Anchor and actor as Shivam.
He's mostly an anchor. Where is he acted? He's an anchor. He does all
A couple
the
of films he's just acted, but only as a side
small,
role.
side. He's mostly an anchor.
So I think he did a show with him. I think that is the reason why he took time off.
Show
from
with
that,
Manish Paul where? In his restaurant?
Yeah, I saw that. In fact,
The restaurant is not opened yet.
but see, now for the next 2 odd months he won't get time, no? So might as well shoot it today and then you can post it later also.
Oh.
Maybe. Chandresh would be better aware of the.
No, because you were talking about an ad shoot.
Yes. No,
Actual ad shoot happened between Sachin and Dhoni recently.
Sachin and Dhoni.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did an ad shoot together. But they are not playing for India, so they
Oh
can
yes.
shoot as they want.
Well,
Fantastic.
Won't be a bad idea.
MS Dhoni.
Where is the visual? Show me.
I saw somebody had actually tweeted a few images.
Oh, of a Manish Paul show.
Yep. Kishore Kumar's bungalow.
Yeah.
Kolaba.
They've rented it, na?
Wow. That is the place I think where Kishore Kumar liked to talk to his trees.
Yes.
He
That
called
is the
them their
place.
best friends.
So that, yes, and he got a stream built inside his house, like a small water
Wow.
stream.
Okay.
So water would flow, like you have, sometime on the lawn.
Yes,
but he had it inside the house, so it would actually, like wherever, like a fountain, it will start. The water would flow through each room, small stream, each room.
Wow.
Who?
Kishore Kumar.
Kishore Kumar's house in
That same
Mumbai.
house, Kolaba house.
Yeah.
So the water would flow through a fountain, then go like this and into each room, little bit like a stream, then would go to another room, and I've heard stories, I don't know, that he used to love, making paper boats and leaving. He was an eccentric man in that sense. So he would leave small paper boats, and so I had asked the architect to make that because he found water very soothing and things like that. So he's a recluse also.
Yes, he was.
There are times when, while going back, we listen to Kishore Kumar songs, and I at times I do wonder if that man would have been alive today. Where would he be today?
No, see, also to some
The
time,
kind of talent.
yeah, the legacy grows with an early demise also. Guru Dutt, Kishore Kumar, Bob Marley, just adds to that whole mystery around you as a person. It just happens like some of these greats. But in Kishore Kumar's case, apart from that stream and he's like that, he was a loner also. Didn't
wasn't trained in classical singing at all.
That's what who I read an interview, or somebody said in an interview about Bhimsen Joshi, and he used to despise these commercial singers. Right? He used to be like, these guys know nothing about music. Apparently, in an interview, there's another gentleman who said that Bhimsen Joshi said about Kishore Kumar to an extent where he said that this guy is not bad. Didn't praise him, but for a Bhimsen Joshi just to say that he said something to the extent of कि इसको सुर ताल का पता है, he understands. So for a classical legend to even acknowledge a commercial Bollywood guy, so
As Virat has already posted on his Instagram. See?
That was a big thing.
Okay, so that means the team has reached Perth.
Has it?
The Indian team that left today.
They left last night, no?
3 a.m. today, right? Didn't they leave?
No, so why do you think they've reached?
They're posting on their Insta.
No, so you think they posted?
No.
The media,
there are
the
teams.
PR team.
They're not like you and I.
Like you have your team. You have your team.
Okay.
Which is managing your social media, and
Similarly for
Virat
them.
also has his team.
Okay, that's lovely. Yeah, Bhimsen Joshi, who can forget Mile Sur Mera Tumhara, the introduction.
Yes.
But Kishore Kumar and Mohammad Rafi at that time.
And I think I'd include trio, even Mukesh.
Mukesh also, but Kishore Kumar lent his voice to almost every, the rise of Rajesh Khanna, Devanand, everybody.
Yes.
What an amazing.
No, this is not in that Kishore Kumar bungalow. No, this is not that. This is in Juhu. This place that where
Virat has opened.
He's opened that commune. Na? That's the. Yeah, this is in Juhu.
Okay.
Yes. And this was, by the way, posted yesterday, even before the team left.
So basically, day before India last played, day before yesterday. Yeah. So Virat missed because he had to do the shoot also.
Nice.
But I doubt this could have been done there. I'll tell you why. Because it was posted yesterday, and it has been edited. It's like a full event that has happened. I wonder whether it could have happened that fast and the edit. So I'm just looking at the edit.
Maybe on 4th it happened, on the day of that match.
No, last night was 5th night, was posted on 5th. If it's happened on 4th, you can't edit this and put it so fast. Maybe they can. Maybe you've got a good editor. So
toss delayed due to rain. So still we do not have an update as to when the toss will happen.
Yeah. At 3 o'clock.
Umpire Virender Sharma. Shardul, Shubman.
We have about 500 people watching us at the moment. Yes. And you're joining us from different parts of the country. Let me try and take some questions also.
Why Shikhar
Since it's a slow day, waiting for the latest update. So Hello is telling you, sir, that shoot with Manish Paul happened before Asia Cup, sir.
Oh.
So because he may have
during
seen
that
some
1 month
pictures before
period.
that also, no?
No, but apparently he did have a shoot. I think.
Yeah, but may not have been this shoot, is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Commune, huh? Commune is one is in Aerocity also.
Yes.
I once went.
There is one more, right, in RK-puram.
Yes, that where you had earlier you had Sangam Cinema Hall.
Yes.
So now it has been.
It's a eating.
Yes,
area, but now it's been like for 10 years, I think,
yeah.
that it's been
Okay.
like that.
RK-puram.
Harish Khatri saying, why can't they just play a T20 with rain around? Harish, that would be the last
Yes.
possible scenario, because a minimum for any game to be called a proper one day is minimum is a 20 over game. Like for 2020 you need a minimum of a 5 over game, but I think the cutoff for that is much later, right?
6-7 p.m.
6,
at that
there is still
period.
time.
There is still a lot of time. Yeah.
Nehal Patel says, hi, I'm from Melbourne. Hi, Nehal Patel. If you're in Melbourne, come to the ground. We'll be live
You
during
can
India,
send your address,
Pakistan.
Nikhil can-
I can come there, absolutely.
Yep.
And if you own a yacht somewhere in the city, even better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Take us for a nice spin.
The Yarra River, right? That's the river that flows through Melbourne.
What is this?
Aditya Mohanty wants to know, where is Shane? Shane is enjoying his chutti in
Amar Shonar, Kolkata.
in
Durga
Kolkata. Exactly.
Yep. But he's back tonight.
Who should bat at number 6? Prithvi is asking. Who should bat at number 6? Today, good question, huh? Yeah. So we had picked our 11 yesterday.
I think it has to be Rahul Tripathi. Or
Tripathi at 6.
Shahbaz. Then in this case, Shahbaz has a better chance.
But though Shahbaz also plays,
Higher
has played 3-4 for IPL, but I get your point. I think
for
that would be
RCB, he would play at this, but 5-6 only he would play and score those quick fire 20 of 10 balls or 25 of that period.
Yeah.
So, Shahbaz
I think Tripathi will have to play there, because your Shikhar Shubman, if they open, Shreyas at 3 and Ishan at 4.
Sanju at 5.
Sanju at 5. So yeah, there's no option. But unless you go with bringing a Shahbaz at 6, then. But
because Ishan has not batted below.
but your batting will be less.
Yeah, because he's not batted at 4, even either for his franchisee or for his time in India. Either he's opened or max at number 3.
Patidar is also there. Yeah.
you have an option in Tripathi and Patidar, and you'll have to see, now we are expecting a shortened game, as in you lose a few overs.
Few more overs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be now. I think as we stand right now, I think 40 over would be the easiest, because from 45 we also lost time.
We have lost time, yeah.
So 40 over is what you're looking
And
at now
remember,
if the game was to happen.
It is still raining and drizzling.
What's
So
the time right now? 3-5.
3-5.
The match originally was scheduled to start at
1:30.
1:30, which means we've already lost an hour and a half.
you've already, there is a.
And now the toss hasn't happened.
Yeah,
So
the
2 hours
exception
you can-
period is there. That 1 hour you can extend play.
Yeah.
Even that is also gone now. So now you started reducing overs.
Yeah.
CM still waiting? Or has
No, he
left?
must have left. Why will he keep sitting? There must
No,
be
I
other
just wondered,
important
maybe
thing. No, CM must have left.
The rain gods.
Saurabh Mukherjee sent a super chat, wants to know, what do you make of Bumrah saying you can't progress if you keep throwing stone at barking dogs? I mean, it's naive and immature at the same time. Though, Saurabh, I think the statement is correct. I mean, in the sense...
I mean, how legitimate are those claims that he's only going to be fit for the IPL?
no, that's another thing. No,
Yeah.
I'm saying just what he's written.
Yep.
Just forget his situation right now. I'm saying what he's written is a very profound statement, that if you're going to keep throwing stones at every person who criticizes you, every
You'll not
barking
reach your
dog,
destination.
then
Yeah.
you will never move forward.
Yep.
So he's saying this is a life mantra to move forward.
Very good.
People will keep saying something, and
Yep.
man anyway is
It's a
social
blunt
animal.
response.
Yeah. So you have to keep going. That's a good life mantra for everyone to follow.
Is it
In
for
your life?
for the critics or for the people around him?
No, this is for critics. In his case, he's
should
talking.
have clarified.
No, he's saying barking dogs, na? People around him are not barking dog.
No.
Barking dogs is someone, what is, why do you use that word, and would you use a reference? Someone who's criticizing you.
Outside of your
outside
circle.
of your circle. People within you don't refer to them as barking dog. That is inside noise. Barking dogs is a reference used for outside noise. So people who are on the outside, that could include people in the media, even fans who can now troll,
Yes.
who have direct access to a player's
Social media
Insta
experts.
handle and write things. Oh, you are. So he's telling to everyone, anyone who must have, and see, clearly he must have noticed that, whether that noise was made in the media, whether it was in social media, he must have noticed. You can now see all the comments, and that's why certain players block certain people, na? Because they can read what you're writing or what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even tag them, yet you will find yourself suddenly blocked. How does that happen? Because they have either seen your program
Yes.
or something like that. So
Chandresh, by the way, is blocked by Madhuri Dixit, imagine. You know, Madhuri Dixit has blocked Chandresh Narayanan on Twitter.
oh God, why?
My goodness.
I don't know. Must have done something.
Yeah, his habit of just
Oh man.
trying to be an expert in everything, cricket, Bollywood, everything he must be giving some gyan.
But apparently he met her once. He told me when he was with Madhuri Dixit as in that Jhalak Dikhla Ja program.
He was with Madhuri Dixit.
Yeah, he was a guest judge, no, Chandresh once. He was once, so
Acha, I
he
didn't-
never asked her. I think since then, I think she has blocked him, Chandresh.
Oh man.
Must have done something.
Yeah. But there are lots of comments coming on Ramiz Raja and his comments. I can see Siddharth Pandey saying it, and then Aditya Suryavanshi, all of them. So I'll tell you what. Did you hear the comment or
No.
whatever? So let me put that into context. Because a lot of people are sharing the clip, and sometimes when you share these short clips,
There is no
you have
foreground or
misunderstanding.
background.
So
Yeah.
I don't think it's that kind of a comment that you need to boycott. What he actually said, because if you look at the small clip, you feel like he's criticizing Virat. That's not the case. What he's trying to say is, he was saying that, and he's talking to the Pakistan media, to an anchor, two anchors who are interviewing him, and he's saying that, listen, you guys keep finding faults in our Pakistan team. Look at how India supports their players, you know. So he gave an example. He said, look at them, that Virat got 100 in an inconsequential game versus Afghanistan,
Yes.
but they turned it around positive. They gave a positive spin to the story, the Indian media, by saying, look, this guy is back in form. But what happens in Pakistan? He was telling that. What happens in Pakistan? Babar will get 100. You guys will come up with strike rate. Ki iska strike rate ye nahi hai, iska. You guys will keep critiquing. Can you guys? He's questioning the Pakistan media. Can you guys be like Indian media and start thinking positively? He tells them. So to which the anchors counter, but please, that is not the case. There are questions. That 100 was very good that Virat got, and it's not that Virat doesn't get criticized in India. You must see their media also, they criticize. So don't think, when he's talking about Virat's 100, Ramiz then says, which I thought that was slightly in where he said, but even then that 100, there were 4 drop catches, but nobody criticized that. Nobody looked at 4 drop catches. They still looked at it positively. So what is that 100 with 4 drop catches? To which again the anchor said that, please, you don't see hundreds like that. Now, how many hundreds do you look at? Uska itna, har koi 100 hota hai, you are dropped somewhere or the other.
Yes.
So that's the clip that's gone viral. Overall, I don't think, as I said, that comment by Ramiz about 4 drop catches was unnecessary. But even then, it's not a hateful comment. It's not a comment that you need to... exactly. It's a storminative. It's not something that you need to make a big controversy about. So
my answer would be what Bumrah said.
Yeah, what did he say? Repeat it.
How will you complete your journey if you keep throwing
stones,
barking dogs?
Yes.
Trying to, I think, Ramiz Raja. Hats off to Ramiz Raja that he survived the change in the regime in the Pakistan government, because he was handpicked by Imran
Khan. Yes.
Now, despite Imran Khan's ouster, Ramiz Raja survived the new government, and he's still there.
Yeah, but apparently he's doing a good job as an administrator.
Yes.
If you speak, because while I was in Dubai, I was talking to a lot of Pakistani journalists, and they're happy with how PCB is running. They believe there's a lot of professionalism that's come. Then, foreign teams have started coming back to playing in the country.
Now all foreign teams are touring.
Then if you see the media in the sense like information flowing through, who's injured.
This even I agree.
Yeah, so
and it's not
better than BCCI.
Yes, absolutely. Their media department is not too bad. In fact, it is perhaps more transparent than the BCCI today.
So that is what they were saying, that the work of PCB per se is doing a good job.
Plus, I think with the PCB now live streaming all their national domestic games also, it's giving a lot more exposure to all the.
But still, there are a few media organizations. I cannot call them organizations because. These are being run by 1 or 2 people on YouTube. No, they're still very critical of Ramiz Raja. I don't know why. Maybe that is just to get some eyeballs.
Plus, I guess it's very tough to please everyone.
But I agree with you. Whatever and in whichever state Pakistan cricket was in, I think it is still it's still better.
Yeah. And see, again, as I said, it's very difficult. I mean, by and large, you can make an opinion, and that's why I said, by and large, whoever I met during the Asia Cup, whether they were journalists and YouTubers, certain Pakistani fans.
Also?
Yeah, I did. Pakistani fans, a lot of them were pretty much happy. But what happens is that there is nobody on this planet who doesn't have critics. Sachin Tendulkar had people who criticized him.
Yeah.
MS Dhoni had people who criticized. So there are
Ashwin is bowling.
Many people. Ashwin, see, he's one of a legend in test matches.
4 wickets
Yet
in
you
that
have
semi-final.
people criticize. Yeah, whatever people criticize. Okay. Like Hello is pointing out that, because I was talking about Ramiz saying something about Virat, so Hello is pointing out that no one has been criticized as bad as Virat Kohli, and we as his fans know, which is true.
I agree.
For Ramiz to say that no, they only praise him is also not true.
Exactly, I agree. Hello.
Yeah, Hello is right. Dex is saying, your thoughts on that West Indies dropping 2 sitters of Cottrell in the final over versus Australia?
I mean, it hurt them. It hurt them really, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, even at 19 runs needed of 18 balls, we all thought, can Australia botch it up? They almost did.
Yeah.
2 drop chances, one by Raymond Reefer, which was a sitter. The Kyle Mayers one, what happened? He slipped when he tried to take the catch. So awkwardly he tried to take it, he dropped that also.
Yeah.
And
otherwise, West Indies is game.
Yeah. Yannick Carrier in that game, I mean, imagine they were cruising 3 wickets for 2 runs. Both Maxwell and Tim David. They are 2 power hitters gone for 0.
Maxwell is having a horrendous lead up to the T20 World Cup. He is woefully out of form. Not in India, nowhere has he run. By the way,
Aaron Finch scoring 58 at number 4.
Or 56, no? Or 53?
52. Yeah, somewhat about 50 plus balls.
52, yeah. You would reduce 2 balls.
No, I think anything is anything.
No, but see, that was also in context of the total that you.
Yeah. It was a sluggish
No, I agree. I'm not. See, for somebody like Aaron Finch, who actually was struggling with his form, with his batting form, this half century just before the T20 World Cup.
I think even in the last match against India, he did get some runs.
He got a few runs. In fact, to start with, I think the first T20 also, or the second T20, he got somewhere around 20-30 runs. The match in which he's got boundary of the first ball from Bhuvneshwar Kumar. So, but 50, that number does give you a bit of confidence.
Yep. But imagine he'll have to once again go back to opening, because Cameron Green is opening at this point in time.
I know Aaron Finch has won Australia a few tournaments, a few ICC tournaments, but I still feel it will be very unfair. But Australia is ready to take those calls.
Yeah, I mean, Cameron Green, what would you give for a full right arm pacer with an aggressive batting mindset?
Yeah, they will.
He is Australia's answer to Hardik Pandya in a sense.
Yeah, don't start comparing now straight away.
Yeah,
like Hardik is Kapil Dev, Green is to win.
Gradual.
And by the way, West Indies, as they showed, close game. Australia is not having a great run in, firstly. And West Indies most likely will be part of that India group.
Yes.
So you were thinking they are going to cause a few upsets. So
that's
that
fine.
will just change the whole scheme of things.
Would you prefer West Indies or Sri Lanka in your group? Sri Lanka, of course, will not. Most likely, they will top that group and
They'll go to the others.
Because
They'll go to the others.
Zimbabwe and West Indies are in that same B
Given
group.
a choice, will you take Sri Lanka or West Indies in your group?
No, it's not. So
No,
West
I understand. I know. I'm saying you're saying that West Indies can actually be.
No, so Sri Lanka, West Indies is not an issue. So Sri Lanka is in the different group.
No,
so
I
Sri Lanka
understand.
topping
Sri
and West
Lanka-
Indies are not with them. West
I
Indies
know
are
Sri
different.
Lanka most likely will go to the other group. I know,
Yes.
but still, given a choice.
Unless they finish second in their group,
Yeah,
then they
unless
come to
they-
India.
unless they-
So
which
there
is
could
not
be
likely to
there is a
happen.
scenario you can have West Indies and Sri Lanka.
Yes.
By the way,
I think
both.
unlikely to happen.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka, because I
Yeah.
think in their group you
They're,
have,
they're the Ireland, Netherlands, they are in that group with Sri
Yes.
Lanka.
Yes.
So they will top mostly. West Indies, Zimbabwe are in the B group.
Yes.
So
That's what I'm
B1
saying.
will be West Indies.
So, but I'm saying you can have both Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
West Indies in your group, or by that logic, not
Sri
have
Lanka-
either.
Exactly.
But given a chance in these conditions, the team most likely to hurt India is West Indies.
Yeah.
West Indies on their day can do anything.
Yeah. So India play their last league match versus West Indies.
Yeah.
And why do I have a feeling, and it's always been the case, it'll come down to that game.
Yes.
This-
Yes. I think
Win this, where this much.
Melbourne, they are playing.
ninth, no?
Yeah, in Melbourne they are
Ninth,
playing.
yeah.
Yes.
India's last league game is on 9th.
At Melbourne.
Yeah.
They begin in Melbourne, end in
No,
Melbourne.
can't be 9th. 6th, I think.
Maybe.
6th.
Yeah, because 13th is the final. So
Yeah.
So basically, the last league game, India is going to play the last league game of this World Cup, and maybe they'll know the equation. What they
Yeah,
exactly
by that
want.
time you'll know.
or maybe you will not have to.
There are 800 people watching you now.
Yeah, you will not have to, I guess. Because on
This
current
will not
form,
No.
with India almost 90% of the full team, they can beat Pakistan. The game,
No, they should beat, but
the ones 1 and 2 from that group, I guess, are South Africa and India.
India can beat the World 11 also, but can and will it happen?
They will.
It's cricket, you know.
Yes.
And you know what happens in the end.
See, the lottery is the semi-final and the
The game of glorious uncertainty.
Yep. See, group stages is no problem this time around because they're an easier group, relatively easier group.
Yeah.
Because unlike the 2021,
I think, see, the day you win the first game, I think 99% you will seal a spot in the semi-finals for me. And thereafter,
Yeah, even I think.
It'll be
They'll make
it's a
the
lottery.
semis and then it's a lot.
and you've got a very good record in Australia for the past 4 years. That
Yeah,
confidence itself is.
As Harry Fantastico is saying, Indian bowling will do well individually and as a unit in Australian pitches. You wait and watch.
Yes.
Once Shami joins them, they'll do better.
Yep. That too fresh pitches from October in Australia.
Yes. So, few questions around the globe wants to know World Cup 23 is going to be affected a lot due to rainy season. What time of the year?
October, November.
No, you won't have too much rain. That will be the end of the monsoon.
Dew could
That
be
too
the
middle of October.
Dew could be the only factor, otherwise won't be, huh?
Toss has been scheduled for 3:30, so there's still 11 minutes. So let's go live only. We
Yep.
might as well do the toss in the 11.
Toss scheduled 11, 3:30 and match at 4.
Yep.
35.
So just to answer that, there was one more question as to if there is a wet outfield, why can't you have a toss? Just to answer that, it's not a question of just wet outfield. They have to see the playing condition because you don't want to have a toss so well in advance that that you do the toss now, but the game will start later. So whenever they feel that within half an hour they can start the match, or at least within 15 minutes they can start, they'll do the toss then. That's another matter, that just when you're about to go for a toss and if it rains, then again they'll push the toss to closer. Sometime what happens, you do the toss and you feel it'll start in the next 15-20 minutes, half an hour, then the rain comes. Then you can't do anything once the toss has happened. So why they try and do toss as close as possible to the game starting, so that you can make necessary changes to the 11. The teams can get the benefit of knowing what you want to go with, and the closer to the game starting, the better it is. But in certain cases, once the toss happens, the rain comes after that, and then you have no option but to stick with that team. So that is the thing. Yes, I know a lot of you are also pointing out toss is 3:30. We've already figured that. Toss at 3:30, game starts at 3:45. Okay, Rohit Roy wants to know Bhuvi, Shami, Arshdeep or Bhuvi Arshdeep, Harshal for India versus Pakistan. Who would you go with?
Bhuvi, Arshdeep or?
Bhuvi, Shami, Arshdeep or Bhuvi, Arshdeep, Harshal?
Bhuvi, Shami, Arshdeep.
Bhuvi, Shami, Arshdeep.
Yeah.
Harshal is not in good form
Yep.
at all.
Bhuvi, Shami, Arshdeep. I also think that would be the thing.
Although I would go with a different bowling.
Go say the bowling line.
No, but that player is not. Although even I'll get
Now,
both,
right now you don't know who.
I'll get both the reserves in the 11
Deepak Chahar
and Shami.
Shami.
and no, now to Shami will come in, na?
That's what I'm saying.
Deepak Chahar.
And imagine the team
Shami
has
to-
already left. When are they going to announce the 15-member squad? Because Bumrah, of course, Bumrah's replacement. I know they're not obliged, but
Tushar Tiwari has an interesting question. He's saying any chance of having the fourth T20I in Lucknow? It is going to be the fourth T20I.
Well, so far it's a 40 over per side game now. So if there is a delay, there will be more overs reduced. Further delays now after this. So
but I'm counting on you or your prediction.
well,
The match, it'll be a
abandoned game.
Is it? There you go.
Abhi Adhikari is saying, which is a valid point, he's saying, talking about the Indian media, not criticizing Virat. He said when India were winning in England also, under Virat, there were a lot of journalists still criticizing him for not playing Ashwin. And a lot of personal comments were also made.
Absolutely.
Actually, by the way, I didn't criticize him. I think he took the right call. At one point, it was looking like, initially I would have wanted him to play Ashwin, but once they did not, then it made sense to.
Doesn't matter. I know. Even I thought, and there were actually people within the team management also, who, including I think Ravi Shastri, if I'm not wrong, who wanted Ashwin to play in England, but
Yes.
Virat stuck to his guns. And at the end of the day, what matters?
Result.
They played. They had played 3 test matches, no, or 4 test matches
3.
in that leg.
Four
Test matches, and they were leading. As simple as that.
Yep.
Results is what matters, and he had the results in his favor.
Salim P. Hassan says, Dear guys, watching you from Dubai, love your talks. Just had Hyderabadi biryani and I'm feeling very sleepy, but still listening to you guys, 100 out of 100 and love. Thank you, Salim.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you
yaar.
so
I
much.
had dosas.
Yeah.
Dosa
And onion uttapam.
even I am feeling very sleepy by
No, but you had a coffee after that to keep you awake.
I'm actually.
He had one dosa and one onion uttapam. And then a filter coffee after.
You
I
had
have
mutton
not
curry?
had anything.
I saw you in the canteen.
I was trying to figure out what's the best dish to have. I haven't had anything yet.
I saw you. Achha.
I haven't had anything.
Gulati ji was begging, sir, please kuch le lijiye.
I just had one coconut water, that's it.
Nikhil has found out a new dish there.
New dish. No, he always had that. South
Mutton
Indian.
curry and
Parotha and
I've
that.
had that.
He's had it already.
he had everything.
He always keeps that. Shivraj Singh is saying Siraj will be the surprise this time around in the World Cup. But how will Siraj come into the scheme
Yeah.
of things? He'll only, even if he goes, he'll now be as a backup once he reaches there. And how does he come into the 11? Unless you have injuries, I don't think that will happen.
Yep. See, although I know where the thought is coming from, that because he did well in the
Last
Test
over.
series.
Acha. Australia.
Yeah, he did well in the Test series there in 2020-21, and also his last over
I mean,
exploits.
Shardul did fairly well,
But are we gonna
both
pick?
with bat and ball.
Yes.
Yeah. So Nehal Patel has a question which said, Sir, any news about Shami traveling with the team as a reserve? So let me just tell you what is the situation with Shami. 2 things. The team left out of Mumbai. Shami is right now at the NCA in Bangalore. So that's where he's training. The other thing, as Rahul Dravid pointed out about Mohammad Shami, he says that they are still assessing how fit he is. Because remember, he's coming out of COVID.
Yes.
Hasn't played any active cricket. So the team at the NCA is assessing him. Once they give a go ahead about his fitness, then it's a no-brainer. He's the one who will come into the scheme of things, and he'll travel to Australia. He did not travel because he's in Bangalore, and the team went out of Mumbai, and the rest of the reserve players, as you know, are playing the ODIs. So they will all travel together, I reckon, later.
After 11th.
Though NCA doctors are assessing his fitness, you can have other thoughts or impressions about the NCA's medical facility and them assessing. That is another debate.
Yes.
But right now they are assessing him. That's all I can tell.
Means Shami's COVID tenure was pretty bad, I think. I mean, 2 weeks.
Twice.
Yes. He's had to endure COVID twice.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Twice, yeah, COVID. Not easy.
No, basically, he didn't test negative.
But I thought he had uploaded self-assessment that I'm now negative.
Did he?
Yeah. Didn't he post it on the social media?
No, he must have gotten himself tested, no?
Yeah, he did a self-test, this thing, Dr. Self.
Huh?
Yeah. Dr. Self. And he turned out to be negative. It came on the report. Dr. Self.
No. That was not self. When you do a COVID test, it has to be recommended by a doctor. If a doctor doesn't recommend, then the testing lab will write self.
Yes.
That you have decided to get tested yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
So he is not tested himself, but he has taken the decision of testing himself.
Yes.
Test is still being done by the lab. He doesn't have the lab things at home to test it. He doesn't have. So if you see, otherwise it will be doctor's name who has asked you to be tested. If not, then they write self.
Dr. Self.
Okay. So this would have been a big controversy if he
Shami is
tested
testing
himself.
everybody in the team. Shami bhai, mera take COVID test कर दो ना Shami bhai, please. अच्छा ठीक, मुंह खोलो. यूजी, पॉलिथीन, निकालो, किट बैग दो. अच्छा, किट बैग बोल रहा हूँ. किट बैग से मेरा वो किट निकालो. अच्छा ठीक.
Kit bag.
No, they are self-testing kits.
ये
But they are not.
ये सैंपल मेरे घर ले जाना. अमरोहा.
That is still rapid antigen. That is
antigen.
not RT-PCR, and he got an RT-PCR done. Okay, few questions. Pranay Das is saying Ravi Bishnoi should come in for Bumrah. Forget a fast bowler. This team has obsession with spinners anyway. So he wants Ravi Bishnoi. That is not going to happen. We have been saying you are a spin bowler extra.
Yeah.
And you are saying add one. So that ain't happening. If you want to bring Ravi Bishnoi, you should have bought him earlier for one of the 3 spinners. You didn't do it. Now you need a fast bowler. And he also wants to know if Umran is travelling to Australia. Yes, he is going to travel, but not in the 15 as a backup or as a net bowler or whatever.
Yep.
So, a minute later.
Siddharth Sharma is saying, again a super chat on Bumrah. He's saying expecting players to prioritize international cricket over IPL makes one a barking dog. Bravo. The context in which Bumrah has made this statement is certainly not a life mantra. Siddharth, see, there are 2 ways of looking at it. The statement in itself is a life mantra. Whether you agree to it in the context is a different thing. I'm saying the statement in itself is basically telling everyone, you, me, everyone, that there will be people who will criticize, but if you're going to keep paying heed or attention to every criticism, you'll never move forward in your life. So keep working hard, doing what you're doing, and continue and let people say what they want. That is the statement that he made. Now, into the context, you're saying that maybe it is not the right context and maybe he should prioritize, but then we are making an assumption. We are assuming that he got injured purposely in international cricket. We're just assuming that, right? His injury came at a time where there is no IPL international. There is nothing to suggest that he said, okay, you know what, I will not get injured during the IPL, I'll only get injured during. There is nothing to suggest that. If it keeps happening season after season, then maybe you will have a chance to question his intentions. Right now it's happened that he's missed.
We all know that the kind of action that Bumrah has, he is prone to injuries.
He will. By the way, there are players who missed IPL seasons too.
Yep.
Some of them. So
Deepak Chahar.
yeah, players who missed IPL seasons too.
Okay, so India
Rohit Sharma missed major chunk of a lot of IPL. So there are players who miss out on
20
Shikhar Dhawan, lucky with the coin, has won the toss and has decided to.
He will want to bowl.
They are bowling.
Yes, India choose to bowl.
In conditions like this, I would much rather want to bat first. अपनी बैटिंग मिल जाए, बाकी मैच का पता नहीं होना तुमसे, isn't it?
They don't think like us gully cricketers. Batting करनी है.
If it's going to rain, at least won't have a regret. यार batting, fielding करवा दी हमसे, bowling और batting नहीं दी इन्होंने.
Shobham Sai is saying, have you seen the Indian team picture? Surprised to see Deepak Hooda there because a lot of speculation that Hooda will be the scapegoat for Chahar. No, we did not speculate that on Sports Today. I don't know who you were looking at. In fact, we kept saying that Deepak Hooda is fit, he is ready. Rahul Rawat had met his throwdown expert also, who had travelled specially to Bangalore. So we had in fact reported that Hooda is, we are not surprised to see that picture. I don't know which other place they were saying that he will be made the scapegoat. We never said that, and that was not going to happen. In fact, last 3-4 days we had been reporting that Hooda is fit, he will be travelling, and he is practicing at the NCA. So no surprise there for us at least.
Ruturaj making his debut.
Oh,
Ruturaj Gaikwad makes his debut.
okay.
Where is he going to play?
There you go.
3.
Mostly
There
number
you go.
3, yes. Mostly number 3. Wow.
Why is he standing so far away from Bavuma?
Social distancing.
And why is Bavuma wearing a hat in these conditions, overcast conditions?
So what, yeah?
No, I'm just
Baggy
asking.
South Africa green.
Yeah.
I'm just asking, you know,
Lots of
why a
people.
hat, Bavuma? Actually, he had a this thing, no, big cap, maybe.
Temba.
Achha.
Yes.
So Ruturaj.
Ruturaj is making debut. Very interesting.
So he'll
So
be at
Kuldeep, I will have to check. Kuldeep, Bishnoi, Shardul, Avesh playing.
Avesh. Okay.
Let me see. We will just check the message hasn't come.
Okay, I can understand Kuldeep, but Avesh. Straight in without any kind of match practice, straight in.
आगे. So, अरे यार क्या लोग South Africa की.
So South African team is David Malan.
Okay.
Sorry,
Janeman
Yaneman
Malan.
Sorry, Yaneman Malan.
Janeman.
No, it's Yaneman. no?
I will call him Janeman.
Yaneman Malan, Quinton de Kock,
Yes.
Kemba Bavuma, Makram, Henrik Klaassen, David Miller, Wayne Parnell, Keshav Maharaj, Khagiso Rabada, Lungi Ngidi, and Shamsi. Tabriz.
Rabada is there?
Yes,
Yes.
Rabada is there. Yep.
So they've gone in with 2 spinners in Maharaj and Shamshi, and they've gone in with 3 fast bowlers in Parnell, Rabada, and Ngidi.
You already have somebody like Aiden Makram.
Makram and others. So the 6 bowling option.
Yep.
Yep. That is interesting. So
345.
Riley Russo and all is only for T20, yeah, the
Mostly
T20 expert.
Yeah, he and Riza.
345, the first ball will be bowled, and India basically.
So the Indian team is here. That is Shikhar Dhawan, Shubman Gill, Ruturaj Gaikwad at number 3,
Okay.
Ishan Kishan, Shreyas Iyer, Sanju Samson, Shardul Thakur, Kuldeep Yadav, Ravi Bishnoi, Mohammad Siraj, Avesh Khan. So basically no Rahul Tripathi,
Yeah.
no Patidar,
Chahar.
no Shahbaz Ahmed,
No Deepak
Chahar, and no Mukesh Kumar. So these are the ones that have missed out. That is interesting. So your bowling options are Avesh, Siraj, Bishnoi, Kuldeep, Shardul. 5 bowling options you've gone in with. So you've got batting till number 6 as we expected.
Shardul, if you want to include him, number 7.
No, but batting.
Yeah, batting.
Pure
Proper
batting,
batsman,
yeah.
6.
6 proper batsmen. This also we expected. Actually this is the exact team we picked up with 2 changes. One, that Ruturaj is playing ahead of Tripathi.
Yeah.
That is the one change.
Avesh playing
And
ahead
Avesh
of
playing
Deepak
ahead of Deepak
Deepak
Chahar.
Chahar.
Rest, I think we had picked pretty much the same 11. Why do you think that's happened? I think with Deepak, they're just resting him. He played. And I think they know that he's going there for sure
Yep.
as a backup. So what is it that you need to see him here?
Okay.
You're just looking at backup guys. Deepak Chahar is definitely, he is a backup. So he is going to Australia. But my only point is that if you didn't want to see him, might as well should have sent him with
with
the team now only, na?
Exactly.
I don't know. Unless they're like, it's see wet, this and that, that's a possibility. Yeah.
Yep.
There could be wet
He
outfield
should
running.
have gone with the team.
I agree. I also think he should have. I'm saying here, they was like,
Because
what if slips?
See, as it is in the last few years, you've preferred him over in T20s over ODIs.
Yeah.
I understand in Zimbabwe he went for the ODIs also because he was
And
coming
played in
out-
just 2, not in all the 3 ODIs.
He was coming out of an injury.
Yeah.
He wanted
Oh, sorry.
to-
There's a breaking news in the sense Pretorius has been ruled out of the ODI and the T20 World Cup
Oh
Dwayne
damn,
Pretorius.
Dwayne
Yeah,
Pretorius.
due to a fracture in the left thumb, which he sustained during the third T20I.
the only match that he played
Yeah.
in that series, no?
So that's good.
Big loss.
It's a big loss. He's an all-rounder who's sometimes batted higher up the order.
Yeah.
Now we'll beat of South Africa.
We beat South Africa anyway.
No, in the World Cup.
No, they have lost their best death bowler, South Africa. Along with Rabada, he would have been your best death bowler.
They've
You
lost
lost
one all-rounder.
depth in the batting also,
Yeah.
because Dwayne Pretorius can wield a long handle at number 7, can get those big hits.
In fact, against India, he batted number 3 in the last series. The last
Yeah.
time South Africans are
The
here.
T20 two
Yeah, T20s.
2-all that was, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 all,
December.
yes.
2-all. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Man,
Pretorius is out. That's
that's
big.
huge. For
Yeah.
South Africa, it dents their chances considerably.
Sorry, you were saying about Deepak Chahar, na?
So basically, he was coming out of an injury. I can still understand that he wanted to check and test his match fitness in those ODI. You could have actually now he's played a few games. He played all the 3 games against South Africa. You could have actually sent him.
Yeah, I agree.
Gotten him acclimatized to the conditions in Australia. Or if you wanted to play him, give him this game and then tell him you take rest.
Yeah.
No, somebody's saying, Abid is saying, I think Deepak has already flight to Australia, or you mean flown to Australia today morning. Yes, Deepak has, but that is Deepak Huda. Deepak
We
Chahar
saw
has not.
Deepak Chahar warming up in.
Deepak Chahar is here. Yeah.
We did see him warming up.
Deepak Huda has gone. So, no, that is not the case. But a lot of people are surprised that Avesh is playing. What do you make of it? But I mean, if you ask me, in a way, we never picked him, but in a way, it's correct because you backed him, saying that he is the next guy. You continue
You
to
not
play
discarded him. That's the
yeah,
good thing.
you continue to play him in Asia Cup. It's only that he got fever that he was out.
Yeah.
Had he not got that, maybe he would have been in the scheme of thing anyway. But now you didn't take him for the T20 World Cup. So if you had him as a guy who was in contention, then best to keep playing him also.
You've not discarded him. That's the
Yeah.
good thing, if you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but directly from that Asia Cup, he didn't play any of the domestic games here. Directly to this ODI.
Yep.
He has this thing, no? You know, na, the story?
Sorry?
You know the story, na, Avesh Khan?
About the fever that he got? No.
Avesh Khan story.
No, I don't know. Tell us, share it with us.
It's not, can't be shared here on camera.
Okay. Aryan Natani is saying, what's the logic behind this pointless ODI series just before the T20 World Cup? Anyway?
I mean, the backdrop to this is that in 2020 there was a 3-match ODI series that was scheduled to take place between India and South Africa. First ODI got washed out in Dharamshala because of rain. Before the second match could happen, COVID shut down the world. They found a window appropriate in this period only.
Yeah.
And the larger picture is South Africa have World Cup qualifying at stake in this series.
We also will have to get ourselves
We are
adjusted.
qualified, yeah.
No,
host.
adjusted to watching ODIs.
ODIs, everyone.
Yeah.
Match hasn't even started and I'm feeling sleepy.
That's because you had a dosa and an onion uttapa. I told you stop after that onion uttapa, but your greed was no, I'll have one dosa also.
I didn't have my breakfast.
So that was breakfast only. I was having breakfast and now I'll go and have lunch.
Siddharth, please take Siddharth along. He was lurking around over there.
Wondering what
No,
to...
why? You know why he didn't eat? Because we were sitting there. Otherwise, you would have taken the biggest junk food anywhere
Cold
and
drink.
eaten cold drink, junk food.
There
and
was
eaten.
no place.
Then, there is place behind also.
Where behind?
Everywhere. The reason he didn't take, because we were sitting and he saw, he's like, now I
Who
will
was
take my
sitting?
soft
We or
drink.
somebody else?
B and somebody else. He's like,
Somebody
now,
else was
no,
sitting
because
somewhere
I
else.
will tick him off now.
Or somebody else was sitting with somebody else.
Whatever.
You're giving me Jethalal feels here. It's like Jethalal trying to do something to avoid Bapuji.
I would have ticked him off now.
No. Maybe he was, or somebody was, he needed company, you didn't invite him.
He couldn't have sat with us and had, because he wants that soft drink. He wants some junk chips or something that he'll
No
eat
chips.
with it. Whatever, some junk he'll
Popcorn is not junk. It's light.
It is.
Light,
Of
no?
course it is. The oil and all that is used. It's not
Butter,
light.
you mean?
And the oil, there is oil that is used for frying them. That's how they pop.
Just a pop.
Don't.
You had popcorn for lunch.
I haven't had anything for lunch.
There's gulab jamun also today for desserts.
Avoid.
You are saying something?
Okay, AJ Iskon is saying. He's saying Ramiz lives in a bubble, surviving at the PCB only due to the India victory that Pakistan got. 4 catches, he's saying. It was only 1 drop catch, not 4 drop catches.
That went for a six.
Should Ganguly count Babar's majority tons versus Australia C, South Africa B, Bangladesh and Zimbabwe? AJ Iskon is in the mood.
Yes.
You know, Virat is way ahead. Babar is doing good for Pakistan cricket. For himself, I don't know about Pakistan cricket, but for himself, he is certainly doing great. And of course, for Pakistan cricket also.
He had a good series against England, but undid all the hard work by dropping a catch in that decider.
Virat is way ahead.
If he wants to talk about the dropped catch, let him talk about Babar Azam's dropped catch. Final match, decider, dropped it 209, and Pakistan had no chance because they play only 2 batters. Yeah. Where is the middle order? There is no middle order in the Pakistan team.
Kuch dil.
Got chance of. You saw that video, no?
He posted a.
But that was in bad taste.
It was.
The crowd.
What were they saying?
I think
They
it
were
was-
calling him this thing, Parchi.
Parchi.
That means
Fixing.
Sifarshi
Oh,
or
achha.
whatever, something like that. Yeah.
Achha, I heard they were calling him Farzi.
No, Parchi.
I thought they were calling him. You heard something else, I think.
I heard something else, that's why I didn't say anything.
What?
No, I have not said it on camera.
No, sir, at least give us a clue.
Clue is Jay Thakkar asking you. Rahul sir, please give us a hint of player A and player B.
Oh, player A and player B. I think you were there, no?
No.
So I'll tell you now that we have a few people. So I am saying there's player A and there's player B. This is in 2019. So now player A is of course a big shot. Big shot as in he's been around for quite a number of years. Is leading a franchisee. So team management, as in the owners, co-owners and all, they had a meeting and everybody, player A is also there. And in his presence, they suggest that let's change the captaincy. And player B, we made the captain. So it's very good. So player B gets to know about it, and player B then some of his close friends. He says, this is what has happened. The management, the top hierarchy, they're saying that I'll be the captain now, next season and all this season. Everyone, some of his close friends, he's thrown a party also for a few of them. Okay. Then player A later says, if I'm not the captain, I'm not going to be part of this franchise. Thereafter, player B was never seen in that franchisee, never got to play. I think he was still part of that franchise, but didn't get the last few games. And thereafter, next season, he said bye bye, Tata. I am done.
Is he playing now, player B?
I'm not going to say anything.
No, playing anywhere for any franchise? Is he playing?
Maybe might be playing Legends League. This what is that? Road Safety League. Could be.
Yeah. That's why I asked you. Is the player B playing?
I'm saying he might be playing. Might be. So
Justice for Sanju.
So you people have to tell me who is player A and player B.
There is pounds for us.
Pond.
Ravivar Joshi from UK wants to know, do drop-in pitches in Australia make any difference to the game? So firstly, drop-in pitches are quite flat. But the one thing that I know of drop-in pitches, they have this spongy bounce sometimes. So that is something that you'll have to get accustomed to for players.
Yeah, Eden Park, Auckland is the ultimate drop-in wicket.
Yeah.
Yes, Lakshman is doing everything today. Hey, this bell system, every ground has.
No, copied from Lords.
Lords, yeah.
Yeah. Eden copied first.
Are you calling them copycats?
Siddharth Sharma is saying, see, Bumrah has had problems in the past. Plus, with his action, it was always meant that he needs an off-season in a year. Not paying heed to it and then feigning ignorance and innocence right now is convenient. But Siddharth, as I said, it is his fault that he has an action. There's no point changing his action so late in the career as well. He'll keep playing. The thing is that if he was not going to play a few series, everyone only would have criticized. Why are you not playing here? Why is that not important? Why are you not playing for India? I think it's very tough. I know we are all disappointed that he's not playing, but I don't know how best can that be managed. I don't know.
Yep, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Yanavin Milan, right-hand batter, 26 years.
Average of 53.
And QDK.
Chalo ji. Okay, match is about to start. We'll see you mid-inning.
Mid-innings.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mid innings will be 3.5 years later. No, not years.